Alright, hey, Hades Mega here. Welcome to another Hades Mega Rav4 Prime video. So, if you've been following along on the Hades Mega's aftermarket wheel saga, alright, I changed the wheels on my Rav4 Prime, alright? I got some Enki TS5s, 17x8 wrapped in Falcon Wild Peak 245, 65, 17s, alright? So that's a scoop. So, since I changed my wheel, I had to change my lug nuts, okay? A lot of aftermarket wheels use acorn style lug nuts, okay? And then this is the stock, the OEM lug nut. I still got them, so. And so I was wondering, all right, that's what this video is about. Do I have to keep my stock lug nuts around so I can use my spare tire, all right? So this is the spare tire for Toyota Rav4 Prime SE. All right, at least a 2021 model, and I took it out to make this video, all right, because I was curious. If I get a flat tire, will I be able to use these lug nuts? All right. So yeah, this is what the lug nuts look like, guys. Okay. Okay. So this is a spline style lug nut, so it uses a special socket to remove it. It's kind of like a theft deterrent type thing. And this is the stock one. Okay, so as you see, the stock one, it centers itself by using this shank right here, all right, and it has a washer. And this one, it just uses this acorn, this conical section to align it and everything, okay, and to bolt the wheel on, okay. All right, so those are the two different lug nuts. So this video is about will this lug nut work on the stock spare, okay? So I don't know if there's any aftermarket ones, but let's check it out. Okay, so that's the stock spare tire for my 2021 Toyota Rav4 Prime, and here's the OEM lug nut. All right, it fits in there perfectly, so that tells me this is not going to fit in there very perfectly, okay? So this is not the proper lug nut for this, all right, because these are machined flat, all right? It's machined for the OEM lug nut. So, if you want to use your stock spare tire and you have aftermarket wheels that use the acorn style lug nuts, you need to keep a set, all right, at least for one wheel, right? So five lug nuts of your stock lug nuts, all right? So I think that's what I'm gonna have to do, all right? I'm just gonna keep this in like a bag or something and put it on top of the spare tire, okay? But isn't it cool how the stock spare looks like my new wheel? Check it out. I know, I wonder who makes this too. I'm kind of interested to see who makes this. I bet you. It's me. Yeah, let's take a look at this spare real quick, guys. It's got a real interesting looking spare. It's really lightweight too. It's a space saver spare, but it's not a cheap steely one, guys. They put an alloy one. Yeah, it's got to be an alloy one. So here it says made in Indonesia. I just read it. It's DOT approved. Okay. This is a 17. This is a 17. What the? No way. No way, guys. No way. Yeah, this is a 17. This is a 17x4 T or something. I don't know what the T means in the 4, but I think it's just a 17 and it's 4 width. All right. So the interesting thing to note is that the Rav4 Prime spare is a 17. All right. However, none of the Rav4s come with 17s. None of the Rav4 Primes come with 17s, guys. They only come with 18s and 19s, as far as I know. so yeah, that's something really interesting, guys. Yeah, is there any other thing written on this? It's a gloss black finish. I think it's been powder coated too. Okay, here's the back of it. it has a Toyota logo on it. It looks like Toyota makes these. Yeah, Toyota actually makes this wheel. Usually they contract somebody to make a wheel, like Enkei or something. Toyota actually makes their own wheels, guys. So Toyota, it says 44 here. I think that might be the offset. All right, so it goes in a whole lot. And yeah, it's designed to work on your Rav4 Prime. So it's a 165 80 17. All right, and you're supposed to inflate it to 60 psi according to this. Inflate to 420 kPa or 60 psi. Okay, so I'll probably, before I put it back in, I'll top it off if it needs to be topped off. It's made by Bridgestone, by the way. So another interesting thing I want to check before I put this guy away. So anyway, yeah, the purpose of the video was to check to see if the lug nuts work, and they don't. So the Acorn lug nuts do not work on this, unfortunately. Okay, I mean, I suppose it could work, but it might damage the face of the wheel. Okay, so I wouldn't. It's obviously it's designed for the stock lug nut. Look at how it just goes in there, right? You could probably get away with this if you know, in an emergency situation, which is what this is for. But I would say keep a stock set, all right, for one wheel. Just keep 5 of these, like in the little basket right there. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. All right, and so here's another interesting thing to check is, let's compare it to my stock wheel, my new wheel, my Enkei TS5. Yeah, they look the same, guys. They're the same 5 lug wheels, man. This one is black, so you'll definitely know I have a spare tire on if you see a black version of my my Enkeis, basically. Yeah, they look very similar, guys. That's interesting, isn't it? Yep. And so it's probably already got the proper hub bore diameter and everything. So you can see I took one of the lug nuts off of that. I'll have to put it back on, but yeah. It looks very similar. In fact, these ones have a little bit thicker spokes, and they're both 17s also. All right, so another thing is, I want to see how the tire lines up. Let's put it square on there. Okay, so yeah. So the new tire is way bigger. It's way bigger, guys. And we've got an all-wheel drive, so I don't know how that's going to affect it, man. It's going to affect it a lot, dude. Look at the... So one thing Hades Omega might want to do is to put a taller spare tire on this wheel. That's what I want to say. So that might be something Hades Omega might want to look into, because look at the difference. It's like 3 fingers. Yeah, 3 fingers taller. It's much taller, the new wheel. So yeah. So I suppose what you could do is put your vehicle, turn your traction control off, because it's going to go haywire because it's spinning much faster than this wheel. Okay, so yeah, that's a good question. I'm gonna have to figure this out to see if that's a good idea. We might have to change the spare tire. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna stick with this tire combo. I like this tire size. It looks good on the Rav4. Okay, so. Yeah. So if you go up a tire size, you're probably gonna have to change your spare tire size also. How this is gonna affect the vehicle when you drive with one smaller tire, I don't know, man. You're gonna have to put the traction control off, that's for sure, because it's gonna go crazy. Okay, and then yeah, so you're gonna have to use the stock lug nuts. So I'm gonna have to take a set of the stock lug nuts along, and yeah, so there you go. So that was what I wanted to learn in this video. All right, and that was a bonus thing. The difference between the I'm running 245 65 17 tires, and this is the stock spare. Okay, so if you guys are wondering, I went over it already, but this is a T165 80 17. Okay, so funny, yeah, it's a 17. It really is a 17. T165 80 17. All right, that's the stock tire for this guy, the Rav4 Prime. All right, I'm not really sure who makes this wheel. I'm pretty sure either Toyota makes it or they contracted somebody to make it, but it's a nice looking wheel, man. So, I've never had a car that has a like an alloy or like a 5-spoke spare tire. I've always had like steelies, you know, compact steel spares. Okay. All right, so hope you learned something. I hope this was educational and entertaining. Thanks for watching. Hey, it's Mega out.